Pencil cases are generally for pencils, right? That's what I thought in elementary school, like most people. But it's just very recently that I rekindled a relationship with pencil cases and repurposed them to better organize my life. If you want to be more organized and never leave the house again having forgotten something, well, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Nick Beliveau. I'm an entrepreneur, a speaker, and a photographer. On this channel, I speak about things I'm passionate about to help you be more organized, to perform better, and get more out of life. So I've been weirdly excited about making this video about pencil cases, or I like to call them my pouches. It's a weird obsession of mine recently to be able to find new ways of using these. They're so cheap for just $2 and they've become super useful in my daily life. So I'm really excited to share with you how I use them, as I've never heard of anyone else doing this. So hopefully this could give you some tips or ideas on how to use these as well. So in this video, I'm going to really break down how I use different pouches for different use cases. I'm going to speak about how I use it for the car, for electronics, for travel, toiletry, in the plane. Feel free to skip to a certain section if one is not that relevant to you. But my goal is that in each, I'll kind of give you ideas of what I'm thinking about and how I'm using it. And then you can maybe apply it for your own situation or your own circumstance and put the right things in it and label them in the way that makes most sense for you. So I'm going to start with my car pouch, as this is really how this all started. My partner and I, Noemi, we don't own a car. We use a car sharing service here in Montreal called Communauto, which essentially lets us access a fleet of vehicles whenever we need. We just reserve it through our phone and get the car, which is awesome. One of the inconvenient aspects of that, however, is that we can't leave anything in the car. Every time we get it, we have to bring our stuff in and take everything out. So that's where the idea of a car pouch came in, such that whenever we're grabbing a car, we have the basic car necessities. And I'll break that down right away for you. So one of the main things that we needed in the car was something for motion sickness. I have really bad motion sickness in the car. Noemi does as well. So we wanted to always have some Gravol on us whenever we're grabbing the car. And not only that, we discovered these little things, which are, we thought it was like voodoo, but it actually really works. It's anti-nausea bracelets based on Chinese acupressure. So you just put it on your wrist. I think it's 3 fingers down from the top of the wrist, one on each wrist. And it, weirdly enough, really does the trick. So anyways, we each bought a pair, and that is something we keep in our car pouch. So if one of us is feeling sick, we could put that on. We have stuff like gum, Kleenex, and wipes. If the steering wheel is really greasy and dirty, we could clean our hands, since once again, it's not our car. And one thing that we have lost since is also a phone mount, such that we can mount our phone to be able to have the GPS. That was another big one that we didn't want to forget whenever we're getting into the car. We have since lost it in one of the cars. We forgot it, so we have to buy a new one. And then finally, in this zippered pouch, USB cable to be able to charge our phone on the go. So it's very simple, but it's all these little things that we didn't want to have to run around and go get every time we were getting into a car, or forget a cable, for example, or the Gravol, because we left it in the medicine cabinet. So we centralized everything in the car pouch, and then I realized, well, hey, we could use these pencil cases in so many different ways, and I just started going a bit crazy and seeing what else can be done with it. So the next category was for chargers. Whenever we leave the house, or staying somewhere for a weekend, need to charge the phone, the laptop, the camera, whatever it may be. Always having to think about bringing chargers with us, I felt was kind of a pain. It happened once. We were going on a photo project for a weekend and I forgot my phone charger. I was really annoyed. I had to stop and buy a new one on the way there. So this now solves that issue completely. I have everything I need in here, and I don't need to even take my the charger that's by my bed for my phone. That just now permanently stays here. Same thing for my laptop charger in the office right here. Now I just bought doubles of everything. So in here I have a very tiny USB power brick that goes with a USB-A to USB-C cable. Everything I now have is USB-C, which is great for cable management. I'm very happy about that with the iPhone 15. My new Fuji camera is USB-C. I could charge my laptop on USB-C, so that's awesome. But this brick is not powerful enough to charge a laptop. So I did some research, and that's then where this power brick comes in. This is the Anker. It's IQ3 USB-C charger. Here, Anker 315 67 watt. So I wanted something small. There's bigger chargers, there's some with more ports, but I just wanted something very small and portable to fit in the pencil case. So this is really doing the trick. It's able to speed charge my phone or charge my laptop appropriately with a very small size factor. So that's really nice. And because that one's USB-C, so I have a USB-C to USB-C cable in there as well. And then last but not least in here, I have a adapter, universal travel adapter as well I just leave it in here now because the idea is I'll be bringing this with me on our 6-month trip through Asia. So I have everything I need to power all my stuff right in here. Super easy and convenient. And then finally, because there's a second zipper, this is a small little detail. It's not really a charger per se, but I put it in here because it was relevant. A small little USB A stick. So 32 gig, just practical to have on hand if ever you need to transfer some files. You meet someone and need to transfer some files. Boom, have that with a USB-C to USB adapter. If ever that is needed, I have it, and that can come in handy. So there you go. Now I have doubles of everything for power, and I'm very happy about that. The next category is for events. So I host different events as a public speaker. I give talks as well, or facilitate different workshops. And I don't want to be forgetting anything, especially in a professional context when I'm leaving the house. So then that's where this one comes in. It's not a pencil case per se. It could have been, but I found this at a thrift shop and it was like 50 cents. I just bought it. You know, when you can find a deal, you get the deal. I'm all for that. Anyways, so in here, it's just a bunch of like stationary items and office supplies. We got some tape, got some Post-its, another USB cable if I need to charge my phone while I'm out of the house, and I'm not bringing my charger kit, for example, because I don't feel I need to charge stuff, but an emergency arises. I always have a cable with me. I got some pens, some smaller Post-its, a Sharpie. I got another Sharpie if I need to give one to somebody. Oh, and a third Sharpie. I got a lot of Sharpies in here. That's where all my Sharpies were. Okay. And then a clicker. So oftentimes when I'm hosting an event, they provide a clicker, but sometimes there's technical issues or they don't have for whatever reason. So I bought myself one and I have it on me. It's come in handy, so it's great to have. And so just another example of small little things that is just always accessible, and well, one, makes me look more professional, but also helps me perform without worrying, I don't have this or that. I have everything I need, and if I don't need it, great, but it's in my bag and I didn't have to spend any time thinking about it or rushing around last minute before leaving the house. All right, the next pouch is pretty simple. I call it bon dodo in French, so in English, I guess have a good night's sleep. So as that entails, it contains stuff relative to sleep. One of them is a new sleeping mask that I bought. I had like the free ones that come with flights, but I wanted to upgrade because I get strangely annoyed by light that peeps in on like cheap eye masks. If you've ever worn one, I think you probably know what I'm talking about. But when you're lying down, you have light coming in just a bit that way, and that really annoys me because it just has one job, should block the light, and cheap ones don't. Found this on Amazon, 20 bucks. It's really nice. It's like, I can't really see it well, maybe. There's like indentations. It's like a nice thick foam. When you put it on, you don't see anything, and it doesn't, no light comes in because they built these like little flaps. It's hard to see, it's black and it's dark. But yeah, these little flaps around the nose, I'm super happy with it. So silly little thing, but now it's in my good night sleep pouch. This also includes some earbuds. I generally wear my noise canceling earbuds with music, but sometimes you don't want to listen to music and you just want to sleep. So that's why this is in here. And I also have some sanitary wipes. At first this was really for like plane travel and sleeping in the plane. So if I wanted to I generally like to wash my hands before sleeping if I'm on a plane. So that's in there. And then I could have a good night's sleep. So staying on that theme of travel, I'm coming now to my last set of pouches, and we're back on a pencil case, but this time a bit bigger. And for toiletry, I'm on 2 different levels. So I have toiletry level 1 and level 2. Level 1 is the daily necessities, and that's what's in this one. And then there's level 2, which is in here, where that would be more like stuff I need on a weekly basis. For example, my beard trimmer or a nail clipper. I'm not doing that every day. And so I decided to separate that. And one of the main reasons is just it takes less space. And then one of the pouches could be deeper in my travel bag. And this one just always accessible to be at arm's reach whenever I need it. So I kind of really like that versus having a big bag like I used to have, and separate that is really enjoyable. So this one, I have a thing for carabiners. I'm not spoken about that much on this channel, but I really have an obsession for carabiners recently. This is great because I was looking for a toiletry solution that I'm able to hang up if there's no counter space in the bathroom where I'm at, just be able to hang it up. And with this one, it works really well because if I hang it there and the zippers come down, I could take out my stuff hanging on the wall and just put it back in. And I'm doing this with one hand, but zip it back up. And it's just hanging on the wall the whole time. So in a hotel with minimal space or in a hostel, this is an awesome little solution. So it has 2 pockets. I think this is my most expensive pouch, $4 at the dollar store. It was worth it. So I bought one for Noemi too because I really liked it. But in one side I have toothpaste, toothbrush, and dental floss, which my dentist says I don't use enough, but I'm trying my best. And on the other side, deodorant, hair paste, face cream, and a small plastic razor. So as easy as that, that's what I just use on a daily basis. And then on the weekly kit, pretty simple as well, as I mentioned. Then here I have my beard trimmer, I have a nail clipper, and in here I also keep in the front pouch, obviously, the cable, USB cable to charge the beard trimmer, so I don't need to run around and look for that either. And if I'm bringing this around, I definitely have the charger pouch with me, which has the USB brick that I could use to charge this. Last element I might throw in would be some soap, if I'm going to a place where I don't expect them to have soap. But that's pretty much it. With all those pouches, I cover everything I need when I'm leaving the house, where it's just small little things that make life much better or more practical or even are essential. So I hope you found this video useful. If you do plan on trying anything out, or if you have recommendations to improve this system, let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, if you watched this far, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this format, and that you give this a shot. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And you could also check out these videos that might be of interest to you as well. And in any case, I hope to catch you in the next one. Ciao.